Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through the noise to find the signal for you. Today, we're lacing up, you could say. We're exploring the world of running. And we're looking beyond just, putting one foot in front of the other. Our sources are suggesting it might actually be a kind of ultimate life hack.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
We've got a stack of material here, and our mission is to pull out the real gems, how running actually changes your body, your mind, your metabolism.
Right.
Positioning it as, well, a pretty powerful tool for just living better in 2025. And honestly, some of the facts in here are quite surprising.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's start with something we hear all the time. Boosting metabolism. Such a buzzword. What does it actually mean, and where does running fit in?
Yeah, good question. So metabolism at its core, it's just how your body turns food and drink into energy, right? But running does something interesting after you stop. It's called the afterburn effect, or EPO. That's excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Fancy term. But basically means your body keeps burning calories at a higher rate for, well, potentially hours after your run.
Huh. So it's not just the calories during the run.
Exactly. Your body's working harder to recover, repair, get back to normal. And that takes energy. So your metabolic rate stays elevated.
Interesting.
Especially after more intense stuff like interval runs or maybe some hill sprints. Your body stays in that fat-burning mode longer.
So theoretically, I could be burning a few extra calories while, binging Netflix later that evening just because I ran that morning.
Well, yeah, in a way. The effect is real. It's like leaving your engine running a bit hotter for a while after you've parked the car.
Got it. Okay, so that's the body, the metabolism. But you mentioned the mind, too. A lot of people talk about running feeling like, therapy with sweat.
Oh, absolutely. And the science backs that up pretty strongly. Running triggers the release of endorphins, your body's natural mood elevators, kind of like natural antidepressants. And it goes deeper. Some pretty compelling studies suggest that for mild to moderate depression, running can be just as effective as antidepressant medication.
Wow, okay, hold on. As effective as medication, that's a big statement.
It is, but the research points that way.
Right.
It's not just endorphins either. It helps to regulate stress hormones like cortisol, promotes neurogenesis, that's new brain cell growth.
Right.
Especially in areas linked to mood and memory. So it's a whole package of neurological benefits.
And the beauty is it's free, isn't it? No subscriptions, no fancy detox teas needed, just you and the road.
Exactly. That accessibility is huge.
And we're seeing that resonate, right? Yeah. Especially with, say, Gen Z. They seem to be embracing this, forming communities on Strava, Reddit, finding connection, even therapy in the running memes.
Yeah, it democratizes wellness in a way. Good mental health support without the price tag, and you find your tribe doing it.
So that leads nicely into the classic debate, running versus the gym. What unique advantages does running bring, according to our sources?
Well, both are great, obviously. But running has some specific wins. It's fantastic for improving your VO2 max. That's basically how efficiently your body uses oxygen. Better cardio health, essentially.
Okay.
It also really helps with insulin sensitivity. Makes your cells respond better to insulin, which is crucial for blood sugar control, preventing things like type 2 diabetes.
Right. Important stuff.
And maybe counterintuitively for some, it can actually be good for long-term joint health, if done correctly.
Ah, the if done correctly part. What does that mean?
It means proper form, not doing too much too soon, listening to your body, good shoes. If you do that, running strengthens the muscles around the joints, improves bone density. It's not necessarily the joint wrecker people sometimes think it is.
And the convenience factor is massive, isn't it?
Oh, huge. No waiting for the squat rack.
Yeah.
The road, the trail, it's always open.
True.
And that feeds into consistency. All you really need is shoes and commitment. Less friction to getting started compared to, needing specific equipment or a gym membership.
That makes sense. Consistency is key. And it feels like for many people now, running is becoming more than just fitness. It's tying into a whole lifestyle, this kind of fit life idea.
Definitely. If you look at the motivations, particularly among younger runners, perhaps, it's often less about aesthetics and more about mental wellness, like we said.
Right.
It's seen as a tool for digital detox, getting away from screens, for building discipline. It's more holistic.
Yeah. I've seen examples of that. People using running to cope with screen addiction, carving out that tech-free time, improving sleep. Even folks with ADHD finding it helps manage symptoms.
Exactly. It provides that physical outlet, that mental focus, that structure. It's versatile. And here's a really interesting, maybe surprising factoid from the sources on the long-term impact.
You on?
Just 15 minutes of running a day is potentially linked to adding 3 years to your lifespan.
Get out. 15 minutes for 3 years.
That's what some research suggests. It's a pretty incredible potential return on investment for something so, well, simple and accessible. Shows the power of consistency.
That is powerful. Okay, so for listeners who are now thinking, all right, maybe I should give this a proper go or perhaps enhance what they already do, any actionable advice?
Absolutely. For total beginners, the key is start slow. Seriously. Don't try to run miles on day one.
Right.
The run-walk method is fantastic. Walk for a few minutes, run for one, walk again, gradually increase the running bits.
Makes sense. Prevents injury and burnout.
Exactly. And invest in decent shoes. Doesn't have to be the most expensive pair. Something designed for running makes a huge difference for comfort and injury prevention. It's really the only essential gear.
Good point.
And maybe track your runs. Lots of free apps out there. Just seeing your progress, even if it's small, can be really motivating. Helps you see those miles adding up.
Yeah, that gamification can work. And maybe find a fun challenge, like, I don't know, run 30 kilometers in 30 days or something similar. Gives you a target.
Perfect example. Having a goal, even a small one, keeps you lacing up those shoes.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for everyone listening?
I think the core message is just how accessible and beneficial running is. Doesn't matter if you're training for a marathon or just want a 10-minute jog to clear your head after work.
Right, it's scalable.
It really is. It's versatile. It genuinely functions as this kind of life hack, hitting so many different areas: physical health, mental clarity, discipline, stress relief.
It covers a lot of bases with one simple activity.
Precisely. It's proof that sometimes the simplest, most consistent actions can have really profound effects on navigating, well, modern life.
Which leads us to a final thought to leave you with.
Yeah, so think about this. If something as basic, as accessible as putting one foot in front of the other running can offer such a wide range of powerful benefits, from metabolism to mental health, lifespan, digital detox, what other simple, consistent actions might you uncover in your own life? What other potential life hacks are hiding in plain sight, just waiting to help you navigate the complexities of today's world?